A dark fortress surrounded by cement. Behind these beautiful walls lies a man-made hell, one of the most terrible prisons in the United States. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is imprisoned here today. After leaving Miraflores Prasad, his new address is this hellish prison. The U.S. administration has forcibly arrested Maduro on charges of terrorism and drug trafficking. Yes, Maduro has become a victim of the geopolitical game being played by the Trump administration. During his trial, he has been kept in the notorious MDC prison in New York, where there is no such thing as human rights. This prison, surrounded by concrete walls, is a fortress built for the most dangerous criminals in society. Inside, there are small cells like dark, cramped cages, and bloody clashes between prisoners with sharp weapons continue in this prison. Times. For these reasons, this prison has been infamous as hell on earth for a long time. Upon reaching the prison, Maduro has to live like an ordinary prisoner. There are no special facilities. He is given a 5 centimeter thick foam mattress, a dirty brown sheet, and ordinary prisoner clothes. Even though he is the former president of Venezuela, his identity here is just a prisoner number. He is seen as a common criminal, although Maduro is imprisoned in the special security housing unit on the 10th floor of the prison because he is a high-profile prisoner. But this secure section is the most dangerous. There, Maduro is imprisoned completely alone behind steel doors. Day or night, his sun is exposed to intense light 24 hours a day, which is enough to destroy sleep and mental peace. The 10th floor, SHU section is like a cold iron mechanical world. There is no opportunity to walk under the open sky. The corridors are also surrounded by thick wire mesh. The prisoners are confined for 23 hours a day. They can only go out for an hour to walk a little. Even then, they cannot see the open sky from there. Yes, this is Maduro's new reality. Maduro's communication with the outside world is almost completely cut off. That cell is only 2 meters by 3 meters, smaller than a normal bathroom. A steel commode and a hand basin in one corner. There is not even room to walk 2 steps inside the room. Guards watch through the slots in the heavy iron door and offer him food and water. Maduro's world is now limited to this. A few days ago, Maduro lived in the spacious Miraflores Prasad. There was excitement and opulence all around. And now he spends his days in a cell where only a small part of the sky can be seen through a few narrow, airtight windows. No matter how much the Trump administration talks about freedom and democracy, the reality of this prison is enough to unmask them. What is even more terrifying is that the physical discomfort and mental pain do not end here. What makes Maduro's imprisonment a real hell is the daily dirty and low-quality food there. Residents of the MDC complain that the food served here is sad, boring, and often contains rotten and stale food. To save the budget, the food here is cooked with expired ingredients received as donations. As a result, prisoners have to swallow moldy or rotten food. People who once enjoyed delicious food now have to satisfy their hunger with cheap sausages, slightly boiled vegetables, and dry bread. There is no taste of spices. Instead, the food sometimes has a lot of bad smell, and it is not unusual for cockroaches or rats to be found in MDC food. It is not surprising to find something like this in Maduro's food. Such rotten and disgusting food can break anyone's morale. And this is how prisoners are weakened from the inside in this prison. Now, Maduro has only one way to alleviate his misery. 1 day a week, he has the opportunity to buy a few things from the prison canteen, but there is not much there. He can buy a handful of items from a limited list, such as toilet paper, soap, and dried meat, with his own allocated money. Their daily suffering does not decrease much. Maybe it will bring some relief. While spending days and days in a solitary cell, Maduro hears the terrifying screams of the surrounding cells. This MDC prison has in the past housed notorious prisoners, from serial killers to mafia gang leaders to international terrorists. The guards here deliberately do not let the prisoners sleep at night. They repeatedly bang on the iron door to keep them awake. Sleeplessness and constant mental torture are daily occurrences here. Undoubtedly, attempts are being made to weaken Maduro in the same way every night. Yet the most terrible danger for Maduro is yet to come. This hellish existence is not only about loneliness or sleep deprivation. There is the threat of sudden natural disasters. If the power to the MDC goes out once in the bone-chilling winter of New York, this stone building turns into an ice house. In 2019, there was a power outage at the MDC and the heating system was turned off. The temperature inside instantly dropped below zero. Although